Next to the beautiful San Francisco Bay, 40 miles from where Candlestick Park once stood. We're at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to drive this one away, and we are off in Santa Clara. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. Laporta with the grab. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Fred Warner.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 27. Completes this one to Hill. And that's good for a gain of 5. Charvarius Ward brings him down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Another one for Gibbs. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He finds Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone now. He's got it! Touchdown, Detroit! So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Kittle brings it in. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. But that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Lions will go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have 2nd down and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. Play action now. Burrow finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Pickup of 5 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To throw again, it's Burrow. That throw finds Ja'Marr Chase. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A tight end in motion now. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Has the connection to right. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Burrow setting to throw. This is complete to Gibbs. And in for the Detroit touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's Lamb running a slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The 49ers ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts and a little time left, too, so points very much still in play here before the half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blitz coming, Mahomes. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now they face second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. The Lions getting one more series here before halftime. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
We will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this 3rd quarter. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That finds Ayuk, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw was looking for Brandon Ayuk. So that brings up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Hit some space around midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
This one goes for 3 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's Jefferson, he's got it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Third down, it's Mahomes. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The offense headed out now for Detroit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Burrow back to throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Three-quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Second and 3 now. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that gives the Lions the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll get them enough for a first down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to manage 1 yard. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we've reached the 2-minute warning. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Gibbs now from the gun. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the 49ers will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down throw, Mahomes. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. A strike for 23 yards. And that's a 49er first down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Brought in close to the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that gives them first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Another throw for Mahomes. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Back to the air, Mahomes. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left, now Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win. Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. This will be a nice win for the Lions, who draw closer to it as they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Lions get the win on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing is Mahomes. To the outside and complete to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Touchdown, Kansas City! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Burrow from the gun. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion. They can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route for man coverage.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They send Hill right. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
First down, Burrow to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
To throw again, it's Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back at beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Burrow out of the shotgun. Got his target. It's Hill. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's on the move. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Burrow to the air now. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Flush down now to his left. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. Burrow setting to throw. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. Tyreek Hill to touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number 2, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stigley Jr. They're out and set, first and 10. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you can feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing it just before halftime. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Play action now, Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Burrow setting up the play action. Into the hands of Gibbs. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They motion the tight end over. On third down, here's Burrow. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Chiefs bring the reception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Receiver in motion going left. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Lions will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Burrow from the gun. He's got it! Touchdown, Detroit! Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Pistol now for Mahomes. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They send a man in motion. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Running back sent in motion. From the red zone now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
The back grabs it. That's a Kansas City touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's Hill on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll look to throw it. Completes this one to Hill. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Throwing now. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Setting up to pass. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is picked up by the Chiefs. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Back to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw. This one's taken in by Hill. And he has that 1st down before stopping the clock. Just under 30 seconds left to work with. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Disaster averted, thank goodness. He covers it up himself, but time's still running off here. They gotta go. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he is to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Now to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a fourth down gamble.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Deflected! Oh, they couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's gonna end. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.